So you might be short on time, maybe because you're finally getting back to work, you're back in the office, and you don't just have all this uninterrupted time at home. And you're struggling because during the start of quarantine, maybe you got in this great routine of completing an hour training session 3 days a week. And now you're like, man, I got 20 minutes. What am I supposed to do? So here's something you can do. It's very simple, minimal equipment. So I'm just using a weight, and you can do this completely body weight as well. And what you're going to need a stopwatch or some sort of timing device. You're going to spend the first 10 minutes warming up however you need to, okay? You can go through a dynamic warm-up. You can do one of my training prep segments that I really focus on, a couple movements just to get your body feeling good. And then I want you to pick 2 exercises. For this example, I'm going to pick a goblet squat, super easy, and a push-up, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to start the running clock, and I just want to give you an idea of how simple this can be to get a good training session in. So we had 10 minutes of warm-up. At the end of your warm-up, what are my keys? I want an elevated heart rate, some warm musculature, and you're prepared for what you're doing next. Whatever you do to accomplish that in your 10 minutes of warm-up, fantastic, you got it done. Now we're moving on to the training point. So 10-minute running clock, right? Every minute you're going to complete one of the movements. So minute 1, we're going to go goblet squats. Minute 2, we're going to go push-ups. I want you to complete 8 goblet squats, and I want you to complete 4 drop-down push-ups with a 3-second lower to the bottom, right? Those are our 2 movements. We're going to go 5 rounds in between, or 5 rounds of each. You can change this to fit your needs. Maybe you don't have 10 minutes. You could drop it down to 6 by doing 3 rounds of each and figure out what fits your schedule. But for this example, we're going to go 5 rounds of each. You have 1 minute to complete 1 set of 1 exercise. So that means you have 1 minute to complete 8 goblet squats. If it takes you 40 seconds, you're going to have 20 seconds of rest. And we'll go through the sequence, see what it looks like. So we're going to start here in about 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to go 8 goblet squats. Just nice and steady pace, focusing on form, breathing nice and steady, minimizing any side-to-side shake with the knees. There we go. That was 5. Nice controlled. Almost there. 1 more. Good. We got 8 done. All right. That took about 20 seconds, so now I have 40 seconds of rest. I'm going to hang out. I'm going to focus on breathing in through my nose and out through my mouth for this 40 seconds. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And what I want you to focus on, in through the nose doesn't mean shrugging up. It means in through the nose, out through the mouth. All right? Nice and steady. You're going to do that for your entire rest period. I want you to focus on your breathing. We're about to get to the end of that first minute. So now we're going to go into push-ups. Remember, 4 with a 3-second lower. So you set up. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Back up. 3, 2, 1. Back up. 2 more. 3, 2, 1. Back up. 3, 2, 1. Back up. There we go. 40 seconds of rest. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. The reason I want you going in through the nose, just a lot more value there. Okay, you have more filters through your nose, which is a great thing, especially at this point in life where we're trying to filter out some bad stuff from getting in our bodies. All right, and you're just going to get that nutrient value a little bit more to the musculature and get better oxygen value in. Just a little bit more studied in that versus mouth breathing. Obviously, mouth breathing is a little bit easier during higher intensity, but when you can, in through the nose, out through the mouth. And again, great time if you have neck pain, listen to your breathing. If you're shrugging up, that's something you got to work on because you're probably doing that over the course of the day. So you can do this breathing sequence even at your desk. You're going to take those 2 exercises, you're going to complete 5 rounds of each. It's a running clock. So you just keep going and clicking it off every time a minute ends. So that first minute, 8 squats. Second minute, 4 push-ups. Back to 8 squats for the 3rd minute. 4 push-ups for the 4th minute. And you just keep going back and forth. All of a sudden you have 5 rounds of 2 exercises done. You're probably going to have a good little sweat going. And you were done that segment in 10 minutes, and you had 10 minutes to warm up for it. There's your 20-minute training session and how to get a lot out of that 20 minutes. And that's going to help push you forward and allow you to see some value. You can change, you can pick different exercises, But that's one method you can utilize, especially when you're short on time.